Hi everyone, welcome back. On lesson 4, we're going to study conjugation of verbs and adjectives. And today we're just going to talk about present tense. Okay, so we're going to talk about past tense in the next lesson. And the form will be general formal and honorific, but I'm going to add, or low polite, or you can also say casual polite form as well, like which ends with heyo or yo. Okay, so let's just talk about conjugation in Korean verbs and adjectives. Korean verbs and adjectives change based on tense, politeness level, passive or causative forms, and speech style. So I guess for foreigners, when it comes to learning Korean, I think conjugation of verbs and adjectives might be the hardest part and might be the part where you need to spend most of the time learning, because there's so many, especially because Korean culture, we have this honor system where it depends on who you talk to. You have to use the right politeness level or right style or form when conjugating verbs and adjectives. So we're going to learn that. So you need to be patient. Okay, you need to be patient in learning Korean when it comes to conjugation. And another thing that's different than from English would be that both verbs and adjectives have a word stem and word ending. So in English, when it comes to adjectives, you just need to add be verb plus adjective, and the adjective form does not change. You just need to change the be verb, right? Like am, are, is, or was, were. But in Korean, the adjective itself, okay, has a word stem and word ending, just like the verb. So you need to change and conjugate even the adjective. So just think of verbs and adjective in the same way. Don't get confused. Just think of verbs and adjective are the same when you conjugate. And their base forms ends with ta. Okay, also known as the dictionary form. So when you look up in the dictionary, let's say for the word go, then you just see 가다. Right? So all verbs end with ta. And all adjectives end with 은 or 는. Yeah, so for let's say small, okay, we'll say 작은, okay, 작은, but we're gonna think of it as 작다, just like the verb, and conjugate from then on. Okay, and then when you look up the words like 가다, which means go, or 오다, which means to come, and 자다, sleep, 놀다, play. Okay, so when you look up in the dictionary, you see 다, okay, as I said. Okay, all ends with 다. All right, so, and one thing that should be like feeling a little bit more comfortable is that when you conjugate the verbs and adjectives, the word stem stay the same. So word stem is this part, like 가, 오, 자, 놀. So these are these stems, and they stay the same for both verbs and adjectives. But instead, what changes? 다 here, okay, the ending part, okay, is replaced with appropriate ending, depending on what the speaker wants to convey. So yeah, we're gonna conjugate 다 part. Okay, so let's start with verb first. So for the verb, okay, here is the base form, like a go, word stem is ka, and ending is ta, right? So as I said, we're going to use ta, and then we're going to change this part and conjugate according to, as I said, tense, politeness level, or is it passive, causative, or speech style, so things like that. And okay, and so I told you we're going to talk about general formal, which is 입니다 or 니다. Okay, it ends with 니다. So for instance, to go, okay, or goes, is 가다, right? So we're going to take out the ending and use the stem only, and 가 plus 분이다. Okay, so 가 분이다. So it's 갑니다. Okay, and for honorific, so if you're talking to someone superior or older person, then you would have to use honorific. Then instead of 갑니다, it's 가, 시, and then 십니다. So it usually ends with 십니다. Usually ends with 십니다. Okay, general formal usually ends with 니다, but okay, honorific usually ends with 십니다. All right. So, and one more, as I said I'm gonna add low polite or general polite form, which will be 가요. So usually ends with 요. So 가, okay, stem, 가, and then 요. All right. So this is the safest, I guess, style that you want to use if you're talking to people in general. So unless you're like talking to someone younger or friends, it's best to talk in low polite or general polite form. And general form is usually in writing, right? Or someone who you have just met, who is a little bit older, or someone you have just met, or in a formal setting. And honorific, and definitely you want to use this when you're talking to someone really like older or superior, right? But as a foreigner, don't worry too much. Even if you use the wrong style or wrong form, they understand you. They understand, and they're pretty understanding. So don't worry too much. Okay, just feel comfortable, learning it and using it. So low polite form, I think, would be the best choice. So let's go over some sentences. So we're gonna use go again. I go to school. 나는 학교에 갑니다. See, 갑니다. Same, right? So this is when talking about myself, right? So 갑니다. You're talking to someone, polite way. So you want to say 갑니다. Or you can say 나는 학교에 가요. Okay, that's okay too. And my dad goes to work. So you're talking about your dad. So you want to use honorific, right? So 아버지는 직장에 가십니다. Right? So in Korea, we honor our parents as well. So you want to use honorific when you're talking about or to your parents. Okay, and the next one, he comes home. 그는 집에 옵니다. Come is 오다. So you want to use this stem. So 오 and then 니다. Okay, 옵니다. Okay, and for honorific, okay, my grandfather comes late. 할아버지는 늦게 오십니다. So 할아버지는 늦게 오십니다. 오, same thing, stem, and then she, and then, okay, you want to use this 비읍, okay, consonant, and then 니다, so 오십니다. Okay, and what is the general, low polite form? 오, 와요. Okay? 오 and then 아요. So 와요. 가요, 와요. Okay? And next one, I sing a song. Okay, sing is 노래 하다. Alright? So you want to take a 다. Right? So take a 다. So 노래 하, and then you want to use this 비읍 받침, and then 니다, 노래합니다. And for the honorific, 노래하, and then she, and then 비읍, okay, 받침, and 니다, 노래하십니다. And for low polite form, 노래 해, 하, and then 이, and then 요. 노래해요. Alright? Okay, and then next one, we're going to go to adjective. Okay, for adjectives, okay, it's pretty much the same as the verb. Okay, so word stem for to be tall is 크다. So in the dictionary, if you look up tall, it's 큰. Okay, I said 은 or 는, right? And 은 or 는, but we're treating this as a verb. So you want to be saying to be tall, right? So instead of 큰, we say 크다. So word stem is 크, and the ending is 다. And so formal ending for this is 크다, is 크, and then take a 다, and then 비읍 받침, and then 니다, so 큽니다. And for honorific, it's same. Okay, 크, take a 다, the word ending, and then she, and then 비읍 받침, and then 니다, 크십니다. All right. Okay, so it's pretty much the same. And so let's look at some of the sentences. Okay, Tom is tall. 탐은 키가 큽니다. So same thing, 큽니다. Right? And what's the general or low polite or casual polite form? 크, and then 요, 커요. So 탐은 키가 커요. Okay, and next one, they are tall. You want to use honorific here. So 크심, okay, she, and then 비읍 받침, and then 니다. So for tall, 큽니다, 커요, 크십니다. Okay, and for pretty, to be pretty is 이쁜. So it comes from the word 이쁜. And then we're going to change this. So my daughter is pretty. 우리 딸은 이쁩니다. Okay, 뿌. So I guess you have to change that to 이쁘다. All right. So 이쁘, and then what do you need? Okay, 비읍 받침, and then 니다. 이쁩니다. Okay, for honorific, 이쁘. Okay, and then she, and then 비읍 받침, and then 니다. 이쁘십니다. Okay, and what is the casual low form? Is 이쁘, and then 어요, 이뻐요. like this. 크어요, 커요. Same thing. 이쁘어요, 이뻐요. So you can say my daughter is 이뻐요. 우리 딸은 이뻐요. Okay? So that's the casual form. All right. So why don't we practice a little bit more, right? And I'm going to use some new words to practice a little bit more because I know it's confusing. Okay, so let's practice a little bit more with one or two more words. Okay, for verb, okay, how about to cook? So to cook means 요리하다 in Korean, 요리하다. So for general formal, 요리, and then 하, and then we're gonna drop 다, and then what do we put? 요리, 하, 비읍 받침, and then 리다, 요리합니다. Okay, and for honorific, 요리, 하, 시, okay, and then 비읍 받침, 리다, 요리하십니다. And for casual low polite form, 요리, 하, but we're gonna put 이 and then 요, 요리해요. All right, and let's do another one. How about 청소, which means to clean. To clean, 청소하다. Right, now 청소하다, 청소. Okay, for general formal, 청소하, and drop 다, and then 비읍 받침, 리다, 청소합니다. For honorific, 청소하, and then 시, and 비읍 받침, 리다, 청소하십니다. Okay, then what's the casual polite? 청소하, and then 요, 청소해요. Okay, 청소해요. Okay, now how about, let's do adjective. Small, let's use small. Small means 작은. Okay, but we're gonna treat it as 작다, remember? So 작다, 작, okay? So we're gonna drop 다, 작, and then you're gonna use 스, and then 비읍 받침 and 니다, 작습니다. So instead of 작읍니다, okay, used to write 작읍니다, but when you speak it by nature of your I guess because of the sound, we say 작읍니다, okay, 작습니다 instead of 작읍니다. It's natural. It comes out as 작습니다, not 작읍니다, right? So used to write 작읍니다, but used to pronounce 작습니다. Okay, one more time, sorry. So used to write as 작읍니다, but pronounce this as 작습니다. But I think it was around 1990, late 1990s or 2000. I think they changed the rule to change the spelling of the word. So instead of 작읍니다, we started to write 작습니다. Okay, just as it's pronounced. Okay, so instead of 작읍니다, write it as 작습니다. All right, and next one, so it's 작, but this also continues here for honorific. 작으, and then 시, same thing, 심니다. See how it's preserved here, but not here. Okay, and how about, okay, casual polite form? 작. Okay, and then you're gonna use 이응 here. Okay, and 요. Okay, 작아요. And for another one, let's use quiet, which means 조용한. Okay, so for this one, we're going to treat it 조용하다. Okay, so 조용, and then 하. Okay, and then 비읍 받침, 입니다. 조용합니다. Honorific, 조용하, and same, 쉽니다. Okay, for the last one, 조용하, and then 이응, and then 조용해요. So this one I think is kind of irregular, okay, because of the pronunciation. Okay, so yeah, so watch out for this one. So there'll be some like this you gotta run across, but don't get nervous. Okay, just think about this rule and just think about the natural sound of how we speak a word or language. So yeah, instead of 작습니다, it's better to say 작습니다, right? So yeah, there's some like that in English as well. Yeah, so when I used to teach children, they would ask me, "Oh, why doesn't this one does not follow the same rule or same pattern or same sound system?" It's because how like the nature of our tongue, how we speak, right? So I think that also happens in Korean as well. So don't get too nervous. That's why I keep asking you to repeat the sentences. Yeah, by repeating the sentences, you naturally get it. And by coming back to write it and coming back to know the grammar, you get it much easier. And yeah, you understand will get deeper. All right, so that's why I have designed this system like this. So thank you so much for listening in, and I hope to see you again in the next lesson. Thank you, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.